Hey, I've been trying to make this video for a couple of weeks now. One day I'm angry, the next I'm sad, others I'm accepting of what's to come, and days like today I'm optimistic. So I figured now I would just deliver this kind of matter of fact. For the past year I've been dealing with chronic pain. I tried seeing a doctor for it and she pretty much just wrote it off. She said that I needed to change my diet, drink more water, and then she prescribed me about a dozen pills. I didn't take the pills, but I did change my diet drastically. I had some improvements, but the pain was still there. In March, the pain became almost unbearable. It wasn't excruciating, but I couldn't function normally. I couldn't get in to see my normal doctor, so they had scheduled me with a different doctor in the same office. That's when all the tests came into play. I've had ultrasounds and x-rays and MRIs and CTs. The results started to come in, and that's when they found something. I have a renal artery aneurysm. After that, I was referred to a vascular surgeon almost immediately. After more tests, he sat me down and laid things out for me. There are two types of aneurysms. One is directly on the artery, and that's a simple fix, a quick surgery, and a decent recovery time. And the other is more complex. I have the more complex one. So your kidney is shaped like a bean or like a C. So in the C is the aneurysm, and it's connected to the artery and the blood vessels in the meat of my kidney. In order to fix me, they have to take my kidney out of my body, remove the aneurysm while it's out, and then retransplant the kidney back into my own body, theoretically. The surgeon I was referred to said he's never come across it in his career, so he didn't feel comfortable moving forward with me. So he was referring me to a tertiary clinic to further evaluate what's going on. I can't get into that doctor right now, though, until my insurance approves it. And the surgeon that I did see, he said he wasn't sure that my insurance would cover something like that. I think this is where the anger sets in. That I have to wait for a non-medical professional to tell me whether or not I can get a surgery that is basically life or death. This isn't something that I can live with. If it ruptures, I'll bleed out. Even the surgery, it's so risky that if they took the aneurysm out while my kidney was still in my body, that then I could still bleed out. They can't just remove the kidney, and I'm not too sure why, to be honest. I brought that up to my surgeon, and he says if they can save the kidney, they absolutely want to. Which I get, because what if something happens to the other kidney? Totally understandable. It's just that it's such a high-risk surgery. I'd almost rather do without the kidney. It's frustrating that I've been dealing with this pain for 4 months now, and it's probably about a 7 on a 10 scale. And I'm waiting mainly for my insurance. I'm waiting for my insurance to approve a different doctor, to approve a specialist, to approve each individual test that I need to have done. So each time I need to have an ultrasound or an MRI or a CT, I literally have to wait 3 or 4 weeks just to get that approval. And then when I call to schedule that appointment, it depends on how booked up they are. So then I'm waiting for another 2 or 3 weeks. This is time sensitive. I don't think that my life should be in the hands of a middleman. I think my healthcare should be between my doctors and myself. I know you see my posts about healthcare, and this is why I'm so adamant on single payer. I've seen a lot of people say that healthcare isn't a right, that it's a privilege. Why should an insurance company literally get to decide whether or not someone lives? Whether or not somebody gets the care that they need, whether or not somebody gets the medical device or medical equipment that they need. I see too often, even on my own personal Facebook account, that there's so many kids and adults who aren't getting the care or the equipment that they need to live a normal life. To me, it just doesn't make sense that somebody else not associated with you or the medical industry, and that's exactly what it is, it's an industry. They don't have to face the people that are dealing with these issues, so they don't totally grasp the gravity of the situation. I'm 30 years old. I don't drink. I mean, I might have 1 or 2 drinks a year. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I don't eat processed food or drink pop anymore. I've cut my sugars dramatically, and I drink a lot of water. I try to exercise 20 minutes a day, and I don't have any other diseases besides asthma. I like to think that I live a fairly healthy lifestyle. This isn't something that I've caused or have control over. Here's the kicker. The aneurysm was caused because my arteries do a loop-de-loop. I was born with the malformation. So essentially, this could be considered a pre-existing condition. That blows my mind that this could be considered a pre-existing condition. On 2 of the reports that I've seen, it says it's congenital. It says it's something that I'm born with. That's really hard for me to process. I feel like I've done everything that I should to be healthy, so why shouldn't I be covered? To be clear though, I do have insurance. I've had the same insurance for over a decade. The same insurance that I've had can now deny me coverage when I actually need it. My intention wasn't to make this about healthcare, but it's part of my story. I have far greater things that I should be worried about right now. In other ways, I should be spending my time rather than stressing out about whether or not I'm going to be able to get a surgery that I need. I shouldn't have to decide between dying and bankrupting my family. So that's what I've been dealing with. If I've been distant from you, this is why. But today I'm hopeful that regardless of what happens with my insurance, I'll be okay and I'll get the surgery that I need soon and I will be on the road to recovery. I think I might try some weekly vlogs for the remainder of this journey, but we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Bye.